Have you ever wondered why your energy crashes an hour after eating that seemingly healthy granola bar? What if I told you that some of the most delicious snacks you've never considered could actually help stabilize your blood sugar instead of sending it on a roller coaster ride? Today, I'm going to reveal 7 surprising snacks that not only taste amazing, but actually work with your body to keep those glucose levels steady. And trust me, number 5 is going to blow your mind because it's probably sitting in your pantry right now. Before we dive into these game-changing snacks, let me share something that might surprise you. Most people think managing blood sugar means giving up all the good stuff and surviving on celery sticks and plain rice cakes. But here's the truth that the food industry doesn't want you to know. Some of the most effective blood sugar stabilizing foods are actually incredibly satisfying and delicious. The key is understanding how different nutrients work together to slow down glucose absorption and keep your insulin response balanced. So whether you're dealing with diabetes, prediabetes, or just want to avoid those afternoon energy crashes, stick around because these snacks are about to change everything you thought you knew about blood sugar management. And make sure you watch until the end because I'm going to share the one mistake that turns even these healthy snacks into blood sugar bombs. Let's start with our first surprising snack, and this one might make you rethink everything you know about nuts. Dark chocolate-covered almonds. Now before you think I've lost my mind, hear me out. We're not talking about the sugar-loaded candy aisle variety. I'm talking about almonds covered in dark chocolate that's at least 70% cacao. Here's why this works so brilliantly for blood sugar control. Almonds are packed with healthy fats, protein, and fiber. This trifecta slows down the absorption of any sugars in your system. The healthy fats in almonds actually help improve insulin sensitivity over time. Meanwhile, the protein provides steady energy without causing glucose spikes. But here's where it gets really interesting. Dark chocolate with high cacao content contains compounds called flavonoids, particularly one called epicatechin. Research has shown that these flavonoids can actually improve insulin function and help your cells use glucose more effectively. The key is choosing chocolate that's at least 70% cacao, because this ensures you're getting more of these beneficial compounds and less sugar. The fiber in almonds is another game changer. Just 1 ounce provides about 4 grams of fiber, which acts like a brake pedal for glucose absorption. When you eat fiber along with any carbohydrates, it creates a gel-like substance in your digestive tract that slows down the release of sugars into your bloodstream. A perfect serving is about 10 to 12 dark chocolate-covered almonds. This gives you approximately 6 grams of protein, 14 grams of healthy fats, and 4 grams of fiber, while keeping the total carbohydrates under 8 grams. The result? Stable blood sugar and satisfied taste buds. Our second surprising snack is going to make cheese lovers everywhere celebrate. String cheese paired with cherry tomatoes. This combination is absolutely brilliant for blood sugar management, and here's why it works so well. String cheese is essentially pure protein and fat with virtually 0 carbohydrates. One stick typically contains about 6 grams of protein and 5 grams of fat. This macronutrient profile means it has virtually no impact on blood glucose levels. But protein does something even better than just avoiding blood sugar spikes. It actually helps improve your body's response to other foods you eat with it. When you combine protein with carbohydrates, the protein slows down gastric emptying. This means food stays in your stomach longer, leading to a much more gradual release of glucose into your bloodstream. It's like having a time-release mechanism for any sugars you consume. Now let's talk about those cherry tomatoes. While they do contain some natural sugars, they're also packed with fiber and have a very low glycemic index. Cherry tomatoes contain about 4 grams of carbohydrates per cup, but much of that is fiber. They also contain lycopene, an antioxidant that has been shown to improve insulin sensitivity. The beauty of this combination is that the protein and fat from the cheese completely buffers any glucose response from the tomatoes. Plus, you get the satisfaction of something fresh and crunchy paired with something creamy and rich. It's like nature's perfect blood sugar balancing act. For the perfect serving, try 1 string cheese stick with about half a cup of cherry tomatoes. This gives you approximately 6 grams of protein, 5 grams of fat, and only about 4 net carbs after accounting for fiber. Now here's our third surprising snack, and this one is going to sound almost too good to be true. Avocado chocolate mousse. Yes, you heard that right. We're making a dessert that actually helps stabilize blood sugar. Avocados are nutritional powerhouses when it comes to blood sugar management. One medium avocado contains about 15 grams of healthy monounsaturated fats, 4 grams of protein, and an incredible 10 grams of fiber. But here's what makes avocados truly special for glucose control. They have virtually no impact on blood sugar, despite containing carbohydrates, because most of those carbs are fiber. The monounsaturated fats in avocados have been shown to improve insulin sensitivity and help reduce inflammation in the body. Chronic inflammation can interfere with insulin function, so foods that fight inflammation indirectly support better blood sugar control. To make this amazing mousse, you blend 1 ripe avocado with 2 tablespoons of unsweetened cocoa powder, 1 tablespoon of almond butter, a splash of vanilla extract, and a natural sweetener like stevia or monk fruit to taste. The result is an incredibly rich chocolatey mousse that satisfies dessert cravings without causing glucose spikes. The cocoa powder adds another layer of blood sugar benefits. Unsweetened cocoa is rich in flavonoids, the same compounds we talked about with dark chocolate. These help improve insulin function and glucose metabolism. Plus, cocoa adds fiber and has virtually no carbohydrates on its own. The almond butter contributes additional protein and healthy fats, further stabilizing the blood sugar response. A typical serving of this mousse contains about 8 grams of protein, 20 grams of healthy fats, and only about 6 net carbs after fiber. Our fourth surprising snack is going to revolutionize how you think about satisfying cravings. Roasted chickpeas with everything bagel seasoning. This might sound simple, but the blood sugar benefits are anything but ordinary. Chickpeas are legumes, which means they're packed with both protein and fiber. 1/2 cup of roasted chickpeas contains about 6 grams of protein and 5 grams of fiber. But here's what makes chickpeas special for blood sugar control. They have what's called a low glycemic index, meaning they release their carbohydrates very slowly into the bloodstream. The fiber in chickpeas is particularly beneficial because it includes both soluble and insoluble fiber. Soluble fiber forms that gel-like substance we talked about earlier, slowing glucose absorption. Insoluble fiber helps with digestion and keeps you feeling full longer, preventing overeating and subsequent blood sugar swings. When you roast chickpeas, they become incredibly crunchy and satisfying. The roasting process also slightly reduces their water content, concentrating the nutrients and making them more shelf-stable. Add everything bagel seasoning, and you get a snack that satisfies those salty, crunchy cravings without any of the blood sugar chaos that comes with traditional chips or crackers. The protein in chickpeas is particularly interesting because it's a complete protein, meaning it contains all essential amino acids. This makes it incredibly effective at stabilizing blood sugar and keeping you satisfied between meals. To make roasted chickpeas, drain and rinse a can of chickpeas, pat them dry, toss with a little olive oil and everything bagel seasoning. Then roast at 400 degrees for about 20 to 30 minutes until crispy. A 1/4 cup serving provides approximately 3 grams of protein, 7 grams of fiber, and only about 10 net carbs. Now we're getting to number 5, and this is the one I promised would blow your mind because you probably have it in your kitchen right now. Olives stuffed with cheese. This Mediterranean-inspired snack is an absolute powerhouse for blood sugar control. Olives are essentially pure healthy fats with virtually no carbohydrates. They're loaded with monounsaturated fats, the same type found in avocados and olive oil. These fats have been extensively studied for their role in improving insulin sensitivity and reducing inflammation. But here's what makes olives particularly special. They contain compounds called polyphenols, which have been shown to help improve glucose metabolism. Some studies suggest that regular consumption of olives can actually help improve how your body processes carbohydrates eaten at subsequent meals. When you stuff olives with cheese, you're adding high-quality protein and additional fats. This combination creates a snack that has virtually zero impact on blood glucose levels while providing incredible satisfaction. The saltiness and rich flavors make it feel indulgent, but your blood sugar will remain perfectly stable. Different types of cheese-stuffed olives offer various benefits. Feta-stuffed olives provide calcium and probiotics. Blue cheese-stuffed olives add bold flavors and additional protein. Even cream cheese-stuffed olives work well, offering smooth texture and mild flavor. A serving of about 6 to 8 large stuffed olives provides approximately 4 grams of protein, 8 grams of healthy fats, and less than 2 grams of carbohydrates. It's like having a Mediterranean appetizer that doubles as blood sugar medicine. Our sixth surprising snack combines two nutritional powerhouses in a way that creates blood sugar magic. Hard-boiled eggs with everything seasoning and sliced cucumber. This might sound basic, but the science behind why it works is fascinating. Hard-boiled eggs are nearly perfect for blood sugar control. One large egg contains about 6 grams of high-quality protein and 5 grams of fat, with virtually zero carbohydrates. But eggs do something special beyond just avoiding blood sugar spikes. The protein in eggs has the highest biological value of any whole food, meaning your body can use almost all of it effectively. When you eat protein, it triggers the release of hormones that help regulate blood sugar. Protein stimulates the release of glucagon-like peptide 1, which helps improve insulin sensitivity and slows gastric emptying. This means that even if you eat other foods with your egg, those foods will have a much smaller impact on your blood glucose. Cucumbers add volume, crunch, and hydration to this snack, while contributing virtually no calories or carbohydrates. They're about 95% water and contain compounds that may actually help improve kidney function, which is important for people managing blood sugar issues. The everything seasoning adds flavor without any carbohydrates or sugars. It typically contains sesame seeds, poppy seeds, dried garlic, dried onion, and salt. The seeds contribute tiny amounts of healthy fats and fiber, while the herbs and spices provide antioxidants. This combination creates a snack that's incredibly satisfying, provides steady energy, and has virtually no impact on blood glucose levels. Try slicing one hard-boiled egg and arranging it on cucumber rounds with a sprinkle of everything seasoning. Our seventh and final surprising snack is going to change how you think about satisfying sweet cravings. Frozen grapes with a small handful of walnuts. This combination might seem counterintuitive since grapes contain natural sugars, but the magic is in how you pair and prepare them. Freezing grapes does something amazing to their texture and how your body processes them. Frozen grapes take longer to eat, which naturally slows consumption. The cold temperature also seems to enhance their sweetness, making a small portion feel more satisfying than you might expect. But here's the real secret. Pairing grapes with walnuts completely changes their impact on blood sugar. Walnuts are incredibly rich in omega-3 fatty acids, protein, and fiber. These nutrients work together to slow the absorption of sugars from the grapes. Research has shown that walnuts can actually improve insulin sensitivity and help reduce post-meal blood sugar spikes. The omega-3 fats in walnuts also support brain health and reduce inflammation throughout the body. The ideal ratio is about 10 to 12 frozen grapes paired with 6 to 8 walnut halves. This gives you the sweetness and refreshing quality of the grapes, while the walnuts provide about 4 grams of protein and healthy fats that stabilize your blood sugar response. The fiber in walnuts, combined with their protein and fat content, creates a time-release effect for the natural sugars in grapes. Instead of getting a quick spike, you get sustained energy and satisfaction. Now, before you rush off to try all these amazing snacks, I need to share the one critical mistake that can turn even these blood sugar-friendly foods into glucose bombs. It all comes down to portions and timing. Even the healthiest snacks can cause problems if you eat too much or pair them incorrectly. The key is understanding proper portions and never eating any snack, even these ones, on a completely empty stomach if you're very insulin resistant. For timing, these snacks work best as mid-morning or mid-afternoon options when your blood sugar is naturally more stable. Avoid eating them right before bed, as late-night eating can interfere with your body's natural glucose regulation during sleep. Portion control is crucial because even healthy foods contain calories, and excess calories can eventually impact insulin sensitivity. Stick to the serving sizes I've mentioned for each snack, and pay attention to how your body responds. The other mistake people make is thinking they can eat unlimited amounts of healthy foods. While these snacks are far better choices than traditional processed options, they still need to fit into your overall daily nutrition plan. Finally, remember that individual responses can vary. What works perfectly for one person might need adjustment for another. Consider monitoring your blood sugar if you're managing diabetes to see how these foods affect you personally. These 7 surprising snacks prove that managing blood sugar doesn't mean sacrificing flavor or satisfaction. From dark chocolate-covered almonds to frozen grapes with walnuts, you now have an arsenal of delicious options that actually support stable glucose levels. The key is understanding how protein, healthy fats, and fiber work together to slow glucose absorption and improve insulin sensitivity. When you choose snacks that combine these nutrients, you're not just avoiding blood sugar spikes, you're actively supporting better metabolic health. Start by trying 1 or 2 of these snacks this week and pay attention to how they make you feel. Notice your energy levels, cravings, and overall satisfaction. I think you'll be amazed at how good it feels to eat foods that work with your body instead of against it. Which of these surprising snacks are you most excited to try? Drop a comment below and let me know. And if you found this information helpful, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more evidence-based nutrition tips that can transform your health. Remember, small changes in your snack choices can lead to big improvements in your blood sugar control and overall well-being.